All right, guys, we're here at Road to Recovery today to go over the Brian Barnes Moto Museum collection, which I just got done flipping through, and it is unbelievable what is in this auction. And the auction is about to go live Saturday.
Yes.
And so we're here with Lori, and Lori's going to go over exactly how this auction came to be and go from there.
Cool. Thank you so much for having us. This is hands down the largest auction that we've had, and it's all because of Brian Barnes. He was nice enough to donate his full collection of almost 400 items, and they are jerseys, plastics. We got some stickers, some amazing, cool, limited edition track stuff from Washougal. Like I said, the largest collection we've ever had, and it's all because of him. He decided that he would like to create a museum that's going to be living on road2recovery.com forever. It'll be a very curated, detailed masterpiece of his full collection, and we will have that up after the auction ends. The auction starts this Saturday for the first set of group. It's going to be a 7-day auction. We're looking at about 200 units, and the rest of the auction items will go live the date of Washougal.
So Brian's history, he was an announcer and event kind of guy for Washougal for 40 years, right?
Yeah, he dedicated 40 years of his life to the track and to motocross, and honestly to these guys. He had a personal relationship with a lot of the moto enthusiasts that you see here, our riders that really did make an impact on his life. And so yeah, he collected a huge mass selection of items.
And so you can see behind us, anybody who collects can see what is over my shoulder and on the table here. And we're going to roll into some individual profiles on some of this stuff, so stay tuned.
So this one's here for all the Brian Deegan fans. We got a classic 90s jersey, rocking the 28.
And so this one's pretty sweet. It's very, very similar to the one where he ghost rode the bike in LA in '97. Got the Moto XXX livery. It's pretty rad. Brian was an awesome racer. Started the Metal Militia, and you may have heard of his son Hayden, who's kind of killing it right now. And then it's rad. So check this jersey out. All right, next up we've got a possibly 1982 Mike Bell jersey. This thing is sweet. The font on the jersey, we were just commenting on that, the old number 5. You know, Mike was active from 1976 to 83. He was 1980 Supercross champion. Not a whole lot of his stuff out there, and unfortunately we lost Mike in 2021. But Lori's working on the promise. She can kind of fill you in.
Yes, so a lot of these we were able to send to the racers to have them verify what year it was raced and then autograph them. Unfortunately, like you said, Mike had already passed. So we are working on vetting the provenance on each of these jerseys, including Mike's. Once we do, that will be in the auction, and you can check that out on the auction details. So this one is kind of a funny story. I randomly saw him walking in Salt Lake City back from the track walk, and I knew I had the jersey in hand, so I kind of ran after him and bombarded Johnny, so sorry about that. This is obviously a Johnny O'Mara race-worn autographed jersey, and he was nice enough to give us the background and also sign it at last race in Salt Lake City.
So some of the background, it was his last season. It's the end of an era. O'Mara was just an absolute legend, so get on over to MX Locker and bid on this thing and put it in your collection.
So next up is the Brock Glover number 6 JT Racing jersey.
So this one's from the 81 Washougal 500 National, where Brock went 1-1 on the day. Roll it around, let you see the front of it. I mean, about as iconic as it gets with the JT logos, and kind of interesting where he signed it up on the neck. Not too many guys do that, but it looks pretty rad. So get on over to MX Locker so you can put this in your collection.
Sorry, was my arm too hot? Did I do that too quickly? Okay. So next up right now is the Jeff Ward number 2. It's one of 7 jerseys that we'll have available. And this one's one of my favorite.
This is 85 Washougal, possibly. I mean, assuming out of Brian's collection. So It's a pretty rare error, and there's 7 Warties, and these things do not come up very often, so check it out.
All right, cool. So the next piece in our amazing collection is this RJ, Rick Johnson, Yamaha Wrangler JT Racing jersey.
So this jersey here, Rick had a rough year, dislocated hip, broken arm,
Broken collarbone.
Broken collarbone. He had lots of broken bones, but he came back at Washougal and actually won. And this was his last race with JT. And so this is race worn, winning, end of an era for RJ. Check it out.
Now we got the Mickey Diamond 91 jersey.
So we pretty much believe this is from his European days, the Chesterfield Yamaha. Mickey Diamond was a legend through the late 80s and early 90s, straight rock star. If you ever meet Jeff Emig, you have to ask about when he posed as a reporter and showed up at Mickey Diamond's house when he was in high school, because it's epic. So anyway, Mickey's had a rad career. He's been a beneficiary of Road2Recovery when he got hurt, in 2018, 19?
I'm not going to quote those dates, but yeah,
it was somewhere around there. But, Road2Recovery helps a lot of these guys out. Mickey had been out of the sport for many years and still received a lot of help from these folks. So check this out on the auction. Pretty rad stuff right here.
So now we've got this Brian Swink fully modified custom action jersey right now.
And this one's from 1991, outdoors. We're assuming Washougal by all the cuts on it, but this thing is just rad. He was a 2-time Supercross champion, and fortunately we lost Brian a couple years ago, but there's not a whole lot of his stuff on the market. And I do believe you've got 3 Swinks?
Yeah. We'll be releasing them at different times. One will be held for Washougal, and the other ones will go for the main auction.
So get on over there and check it out.
So we've got a Gaddis jersey, and I'm going to let you handle all the provenance and the details on this one.
So this was from his 1993 West Coast Supercross one, where he ended up getting the title. So it's a Splitfire Pro Circuit Kawasaki jersey. There's not a whole lot of them out there. This one's rad, obviously signed. Number 69. It's badass. You need to get this one. Definitely put this in your collection. All right, guys. This Reed jersey just came in the door while we were setting up for this, hot off the press. 2011, 2012 time frame, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think he said 2011, but I can double check and it'll be in the notes for all the auction items.
So for 2011, that's the Catapult era, and who knows? This thing looks a little too clean to have done the backside of that jump, but pretty iconic. Colorways are badass. It's got the AMA and the FIM logos. It's all sublimated. This is a sick jersey, and it also has a set of pants that come with the kit.
Yeah, these will be completely separate, but we do have some full kits coming up on the auction. So you're gonna have to check it out to see all the ones that we have.
All right, guys, welcome back. I'm standing next to what is quite possibly the holy grail of motocross jerseys. So I'm going to do my best Vanna White here. And this is the number 11 David Bailey from 1983. If you do your homework, this thing has more championships than any other jersey probably ever. And I'm going to hand it over to Lori, and she's going to tell you what David's reaction was when he saw this jersey.
Yeah, so a lot of the jerseys we were able to send to the guys and have them kind of give us some background on the jersey and sign it. And I got a text from David when he opened up the package. And he basically said he teared up. And this jersey is one of the most important jerseys to him. And I promised that if it didn't sell for a lot of money, that it will be his, because it should go back to him. So one or two things are going to happen. Either it's going to be in your closet or it's going to be in David's home. And yeah, it's awesome that an amazing human and prolific rider like David was able to see this jersey again and be able to give us the details.
So yeah, check it out, bust out your wallet, sleep on your couch for a night or two, your wife will get over it, and see you soon.
And you can buy it at mxlocker.com or check out road2recovery.com.